He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. When you know you can create those great mismatches, throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tight end right, tight end right. Hey, we got 3 minutes.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that block.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Ping. Watch screen. Regular. Snoop. Line 54.
A first down throw from Mayfield. He's going to air one out. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That's good for Cowboys. First down.
First down, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Mayfield looks to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be out right at the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1st down, Mayfield. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this 1st half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. Here's Mayfield going for the deep ball. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. They finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. B.J. Goodson came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. This is Elliott. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
Prescott from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now this throw caught left side. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play there for the Browns. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. This is Grant. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
This will be caught at about the 6. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. Seibert's kick is good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, it's hauled in by Devin Smith. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. It's caught by Bryant. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Elliott running right, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
What we got? Kill.
3rd and long for Prescott. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, You and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here go 46.
Now Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Prescott now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Prescott into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Alert, 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 alert.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's got it at the 15. That one goes for 30 yards. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Mayfield, this is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt there. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing. Prescott. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Prescott now. Eluding the press. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. DeMarcus Walker showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by
the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Good. 180. Right there, 54 Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Prescott to throw it. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You don't go 47. Hey, you don't want to.
Prescott on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Their own 2-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Play fake. Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And he will find his man on the in route. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, let's get there. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, wahoo.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe with a pick. And start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Interception. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, kill. 47. 26.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And down to the 27-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he is all the way up past the 25. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw, Mayfield, flushed out right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 24 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Going deep here for Landry. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensive.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big run that time by Elliott. 63 yards. Now Elliott. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30. 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Go to 54, go to 54, 180.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Last run, they'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
3 down.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Check. Crunch. They will go to 53. 26.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Mayfield on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
180. Check 55, Mike. I know he ain't got it. What's that?
And they take a knee.
Mayfield on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
We got 4. What's that?
And they will take a knee here.
Mayfield on the keeper.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Jamie Gillen now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over.
Down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 30. 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Zerline good with a PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.
Turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights.